Hello, I'm Richard Nongard with subliminalscience.com, and I want to talk a little bit about hypnosis script books. The way hypnosis script books have been written is basically this. If a client comes into your office, start saying this: induction, deepener, indirect, direct suggestions, awakening. Voila, you have an instant hypnosis session. The only problem with that is that's not the way hypnosis works. There are many things that can come in the middle of a hypnosis session that surprise us. Some of those things are even difficult situations to handle. Like, for example, what if a client begins to cry? Or what if a client opens their eyes and says, "But I'm not hypnotized"? Or what if in the middle of your relaxing hypnosis session, suddenly a jackhammer starts going off in the parking lot outside of your office? All of these things are unpredictable events, and they do happen in hypnosis. Well, I've written a new kind of script book. It's actually a pattern book, and it's titled Magic Words in Hypnosis, the source book of hypnosis pattern scripts, and how to overcome hypnotic difficulties. And in this book, I answer a lot of questions, and I'm going to share with you on this video some of the ideas from this book. It says here that you'll learn how to structure your own indirect and direct suggestions. You'll learn how to turn disaster into opportunity. The back of the book says you'll be able to have the words to manage abreaction and intense emotions during a session. Know how to deliver a suggestion without sounding like a fortune cookie. You know, that's one of the things that I'm happiest with in this book. A lot of new hypnotists, they give suggestions and they sound like a fortune cookie. You will no longer eat all you can at the buffet. You will no longer smoke a cigarette. You will no longer do this. You will no longer do that. As if they somehow had a crystal ball and were able to predict the future. So how do you structure suggestions so you don't sound like a fortune cookie? Well, the answer is in this book, Magic Words in Hypnosis, and I give you the pattern necessary to structure your suggestions so that you will avoid doing that. The answer, by the way, is when we predict the future to always tie it to the present. For example, and I know that when Friday night comes and you're with your friends who may choose to smoke, it will not be a temptation for you because you've come here today and you've already taken action by becoming a non-smoker. That's an example of taking a prediction for future behavior or a suggestion for future behavior, but tying it to the present to avoid sounding like a fortune cookie. And those kind of ideas are in this book. One of the ideas that's in this book that is a great idea where we meet somebody new, especially if this is a situation not of clinical hypnosis but impromptu hypnosis. Ask a person when we introduce ourselves, well, have you ever experienced hypnosis before? And if they say, well, yes, I have, then I can say, awesome, I love working with people who know how to use the skill of clinical hypnosis and understand how the mind works. If they say no, then I can say, fantastic, I love working with people who are learning new things and experiencing new opportunities. What this book does is it gives you a repertoire of statements and pattern that can be made to turn any situation into opportunity. It's available at my website now, subliminalscience.com, both in a paperback version, it's about 168 pages I think, and also in an electronic version that can be downloaded instantly. If you want me to sign the book, I'll be more than happy to. There are a lot of great ideas in here. For example, here's one I just randomly flipped over to page 108. What if a client's mind is wandering? You know, a lot of hypnotists really stress about clients who may be having a wandering mind during the process. Clients, by the way, also stress about it. Sometimes they'll even say, well, I'm not sure that I'm hypnotized because my mind was wandering, or I had a hard time relaxing because my mind was wandering. One of the things I do is neutralize this with this bit of pattern. Whenever I sense or begin to notice that a client may be wandering in their mind, as you relax, you might even notice that your mind is wandering or becoming distracted. That's okay. After all, this is what minds do. They wander and they think. When you notice this, gently return your focus to what is important. In a few minutes, we'll focus on an exercise to help you still the mind also. And so these elements of pattern can be incorporated into any hypnosis situation and are designed to help you be successful in your career as a professional hypnotist. I'm Richard Nongard. The new book is called Magic Words in Hypnosis, the source book of hypnosis pattern scripts and how to overcome hypnotic difficulties. It'll give you many answers and many ideas to help you become an effective professional hypnotist. It's available at my website, subliminalscience.com. You can get it as a download. You can get it in paperback. I'll send it right out when I get your order.